The idea in this election that Labour is going to replace the Tories is frankly pie in the sky. The issue and the threat at this election is that due to Labour's complete unelectability, we face an unfettered, out-of-control Tory government. We know that the Prime Minister wants to silence opposition, so the question for Scotland is this: if you want a strong opposition to the Tories, if you want MPs who will stand up and be a voice for Scotland, then the only party to support at this election is this one, the SNP.
Labour MPs voted yesterday to get rid of this miserable Tory government. And imagine my surprise, that the SNP MPs didn't do the same.
Jeremy Corbyn is unelectable and will leave Labour carping from the sidelines. How do we know that? Because that's what Kezia Dugdale said about Jeremy Corbyn. So, do you know, I agree with Kezia Dugdale about how awful and how damaging this Tory government is. That's why I think it is so utterly shameful and disgraceful that Labour have allowed itself to get in the position that this lot are 20 points ahead of them in the opinion polls UK-wide and are even ahead of them in Scotland as well. That's Labour's failure, and it is an utter disgrace. But it brings us back to the core point at stake in this election. The only thing in this election standing between an out-of-control, unfettered Tory government and Scotland is the SNP. So if people want to make sure that the Tory government can be held to account, if they want to make sure there is a strong voice for Scotland, and if they want to make sure Scotland is protected against exactly the kind of policies that Kezia Dugdale talks about, they have to make sure they send SNP MPs back to Westminster.